Man, am I glad we pulled an assignment to the east of the city this time. It'd be a long walk all the way back over to the west gate.
Hold on. Are we even sure the East Gate will be open? Last I heard, it was still on lockdown from all the high-level indigent activity.
It was, but they just lowered the threat level earlier today. The gates are officially open for business. One of our teams must have gone out there and kicked some furry indigent butt, huh?
Wouldn't surprise me at all. Irina's team is one of our best.
How does she know Irina and Gwyn?
We ran into them just before we met up with you. They were on their way out to an assignment.
Well, then that settles it. It must have been them, right? Man, forget this amateur hour probe baloney. Those guys are where the action's at.
I'll try not to take that personally. But enough talk. We've got our mission to deal with. Let's head out.
Roger. That probe isn't gonna install itself. Let's get to the East Gate, shall we?
Hey! Yes?
Scatter 'em! Let's
We
see
should
what you
weaken
got.
them just to be safe. Fire particle!
Shadow Strike!
West!
Slide! Slinger!
Let's go.
Let's see. Engaging.
Fire for it.
My mind is clear. This is my chance.
Hit him again for me!
Yeah? You'll want to see this move.
Wild down!
Good enough.
Fire Carnival! Engage down! We can lay it!
Early bird. Swing edge!
That could dent in him. Move in and keep the rhythm going.
Yeah? You'll want to see this move.
Slide! Slinger! Wild snake!
Swing edge!
Help! What the hell happened here? You don't think that one Sinicula could have killed all these simius?
Unless...
Unless... what?
this is bad.
What's bad? I don't follow you.
That Sinicula. It's a tyrant.
Huh? But it looks just like any other Sinicula.
Think about it. Your typical Simius is way higher up on the food chain than your typical Sinicula, right? Usually we'd find one Simius standing over 3 or 4 Sinicula corpses. But here, the tables have been turned. And I don't see a single trace of any other indigents in the area. There's only one explanation. That Sinicula is a tyrant.
Let me check the Blade Report database. If there's a tyrant this close to the city, someone must have run across it. Bingo. There was a Sinicula tyrant sighted not too long ago, but it was a couple of segments further out.
It could have followed the blade that spotted it back towards New LA, or come here to feed, or who knows what.
That's crazy. I can't believe there's a tyrant right on our doorstep and HQ isn't doing a thing about it.
Well, don't forget why they sent us here in the first place. Frontier Nav's range is still limited.
Oh, right. They couldn't track it if there's no local probe. They must have lost it when it went off the grid. The Tyrant designation is given to creatures that pose a special threat in one way or another. That doesn't always mean raw strength. Some Tyrants will actually register as low rank when we find them out in the field and engage them in combat.
But don't let that fool you. If a creature shows up as a tyrant, you can be sure it's got at least one nasty trait or ability to speak of. The system can't account for everything, though, so don't let your guard down, no matter what rank it assigns. Even some of Blade's very best teams have come back with serious injuries after running into a tyrant in the field. If they come back at all. As long as you understand the risks involved. Lynn?
Count me in. The same goes for everyone in New LA, but if we're gonna settle here on this planet, we're gonna have to get used to dealing with tyrants now and then. Besides, if I need to, I can always run away while it's busy chewing on one of you guys.
Fair enough. But don't push it, okay? Either of you. If we can take it down, great, but if not, even just luring it away would be a moral victory. As long as we buy enough time to install the probe, we can use Frontier Nav to track it, or any other tyrant that comes this close to the city from now on. Just make sure you're ready before we attack. This will be tougher than anything else we've faced.
How is this even remotely fair?
Engaging. Lay down some fire for me. Shadow strike. Flame grenade.
Well, spin!
Slide. Splinter.
Fire carnival!
Side slash. I'm off balance. Assault hammer. Early bird. Split edge. Move in and keep the rhythm going. Shadow flame grenade.
Well, spin!
Side slash.
We can play
You don't see this every day. Upper hand.
Fire carnival!
Slide dice. Split edge. Do some damage.
What's the latest?
Appreciate it.
Let's get fired up.
Shadow strike. Split edge.
Well,
Upper hand.
close in!
Flame grenade. Side slash. Furious now. Melee attacks. Slide. Splinter. Strong armor. I've been staggered. Sonora, get control of the battle.
Fire carnival! Level up! I think my cookie got it. We are awesome!
Nice work, Lynn. You fought well. You did too. Now let's get down to business and install that data probe. If we stay here for long, there's no telling what other playmates might show up. This beam of light indicates a frontier nav site. It marks the ideal spot to bury the probe.
Okay, the probe should be ready for insertion. I'll just boot it up.
Thanks, Lynn. The top half of the cylinder contains the probe itself. The bottom half is a laser. It dissolves the soil so the probe can burrow to the proper depth. We tried just planting them on the surface at first, but we kept running into problems with the local wildlife damaging the goods. Burying them is going to save us all a lot of time and headaches in the long run. We all set?
Yes, ma'am. Whenever you're ready.
Why don't you do the honors? You can launch it right from your comm device. Give it a try. Good. Now we just need to give it a minute to reach the target depth.
And installation complete. We are now online with a solid connection to Frontier Nav.
Excellent. See? At the end of the day, there's really not much to it. The hardest part was calculating the ideal probe locations. We need them spread out evenly to maximize data collection.
Yep, planting probes is easy. And the more we plant, the more likely we are to find missing crew. So anytime you see a probe site, there's no excuse not to plant that sucker.
That'll do it for your training. Let's head back to the barracks and report to Secretary Nagi.
Vandam.
Well now, look what the cat dragged in.
Sorry we missed you last time. We could have come to meet you at HQ, you know.
Indeed. I suggested as much. Twice.
And we know how much I enjoy being told what to do. Anyway, I hear you tangled with a tyrant, way out of your league, on a training mission, no less. That was reckless, and goddamn magnificent.
So, Commander, to what do we owe the pleasure of your visit here today?
Well, I can't just ask Nagi to do everything for me. I'd be out of a job.
Hey, I delivered you the new recruit, didn't I?
Yeah, you won the bet. Don't worry about it, all right? I'll settle up with you later. You know I'm good for it.
The bet?
I'm sure I'm needed elsewhere. If you'll all excuse me, Commander.
Well, that wasn't obvious at all.
Look at you two. I swear, you're like two children excited about a new toy.
Look who's talking. I don't recall ever seeing you file a request to personally train a rescue before.
Is that so odd?
It is before we'd even asked her to become a blade, little Miss Stick in the Rear.
Usually I ask when I don't get your slang expressions, but something tells me to just let that one go.
Enough about that. Where are your manners, anyway? I still haven't been introduced to our new recruit here.
Commander Vandam is Blade's top officer.
In a past life, I was chief engineer on the White Whale. Same idea, basically. Someone has a problem, I fix it. You follow? Huh. Not much for conversation, are you?
So you still haven't told us why you're here. From the look of things, I'm guessing this isn't a social call.
You don't think?
No. So let's cut the crap and get down to business.
Ha! Sounds like you're learning my expressions just fine, Elma. Anyway, first we need Chatty Cathy here to choose a division and pull an assignment. Whoa there, Itchy Trigger. I know you're just chafing at the bit to run out there and grab the world by its tail, but you need to choose a division first. Once that's all hashed out, we can get into detail about what your first assignment's gonna be.
Pretty much everyone in New LA works for Blade, in one of several different fields. Helping to explore Mira, or to maintain order in the city, or, well, you remember Nagi's speech, right? There are 8 different fields in all, and each one has its own branch within Blade. Officially, they're called divisions. Naturally, you'll want to choose one that best suits your personality and your talents.
Let's start with the Pathfinders. Pathfinder's #1 responsibility is planting data probes, like you did on your training mission. It may not be the sexiest job, but important? You bet your ass it's important. We've only been on Mira 2 months. We don't know jack about this place. The more probes we install, the faster we can get our bearings here and give ourselves a fighting chance.
We've already detailed how important it is we expand the Frontier Nav network ASAP. So, for the time being, I'll just remind you of the highlights. It helps us keep Blade safe. It helps us keep the city safe. And most important of all, it's the key to locating the missing parts of the Lifehold and recovering the rest of the human race.
Okay, next up, Interceptors. You met Akalov and Evans, right? Irina and Gwen? This is their division. Interceptors have one main duty: protect New LA and everyone in it from the wildlife here on Mira. Right now, this is probably our busiest division. Interceptors ride shotgun for the research eggheads, they escort VIPs around, and they help any other idiots who get caught out there with their pants down.
Next are the Harriers. Remember Doug Barrett, the Skell pilot conducting the test flight with Lynn? He's part of the Harriers. If you think of the Interceptors as defense, Harriers would be New LA's offense. They specialize in preemptive strikes on clear and obvious threats. But only on clear and obvious threats. They're not meant to go out and just blast any indigene that moves.
And you got your Reclaimers. These guys are in charge of finding the other pieces of the White Whale. Among other things, that is. Including anything of ours left behind after a battle. Skell debris, weapons, personal effects. It can get a bit morbid, frankly, but it's gotta be done. Until we're up and running here on Mira, and have this place completely figured out. Everything we brought from Earth needs to be treated like it's irreplaceable. Also, the search for the Lifehold. That's mostly on the Reclaimers.
Next, Curators. Curators are the first to scout ahead to unexplored territory, bringing back whatever samples they can get their hands on. Fruits, bugs, sticks and stones, you name it. It's not all picking berries, though. Being a curator also means being the first to encounter unknown indigens.
Next? All right, prospectors. Prospectors do, well, prospecting. They poke around, looking for minerals, resources, and whatnot. Things we need for everyday life here. We packed all the essentials we could on the White Whale, but that won't last forever. We need to be able to replenish our water and fuel if we want to survive. And sooner or later, we're gonna have to figure out how to replace things from scratch. From the socket on a Skell's knee joint, right down to the frying pan in Lynn's kitchen. Without these guys busting their butts, we'd have no future to speak of.
Next up, Outfitters. All of our ground gear and Skell weaponry is developed in conjunction with private arms manufacturers, or AMs. Outfitters are Blade's way of supporting these AMs. They'll seek out anything that might inspire new weapon ideas, and even assist with testing new prototypes.
Finally, the Mediators. These are the folks who keep everything hunky-dory with John and Joan Q public. Any problems a civvy has, they come to Mediators. Fight with your neighbor? Mediators. Lost cat? Mediators. It's not a division for everyone. You need to be a jack of all trades, and a people person. Someone with my charming personality? Probably not the best mediator. But if you got what it takes, it's a clutch role, keeping things cool on the home front.
All right, so I think that's all 8 divisions. Any idea which one you'd like to join? Don't fret about it too much. Whichever you choose, you still have a lot of freedom in how you operate. Mediators can still get out there and mix it up, hunt indigens, whatever. And if a Harrier wants to take a break and settle an argument, that's their prerogative too. To be honest, even though it's sort of frowned upon, you can actually change your division whenever you like. So there's really no reason to stress about this. All right, you ready to choose?
Yeah, and? We're on pins and needles here.
Then it's settled?
All right. Thank God that's over. By the power invested in me, yada yada, you're officially a Blade.
Congrats. And welcome.
I know you're gonna do great.
Now for the job. Let's get down to brass tacks. Nelson's team has gone missing. Last contact we had, they were installing a data probe out in eastern Primordia. Then, nothing.
Nelson. Pathfinders, right?
Are we talking indigents here or what?
Your guess is as good as mine, but they did have a Skell with them. You'd think they could hold their own, or at least run away.
All right, we're on it. We'll head to their last known location and go from there.
Report whatever you find ASAP.
Of course. Let's move out.
Roger that.
All that experience paid off.
That's true on any planet. we've got no choice.
Shadow
Wild
Strike!
Snake! Wild Light!
Let go!
Fire Blast!
Flame Grenade! Flame Edge! Did that work? Then move in and strike! Infuriate! Now,
Wild
my turn!
Make it dead! Weaken him and lay it!
Upper hand! You don't see this every day. Sliding Slinger! We need to keep our wounds healed.
I should heal up first.
Shadow Strike! Flame Edge!
Let me catch myself up
Appreciate
first.
it. Catch me up! Damn it. Not like this.
Wild Snake!
Side Flash! Open fire and don't let up! Shadow Strike!
I've got your cover fire. Hit him again for me!
Assault Hammer!
Yeah. You're on top of it now.
Flame Grenade!
Image destroyed. Move in and strike.
I'll make
Side
him hurt.
Flash.
Deflector! Knock him over with Gunfire! Infuriate! Early burn!
Wild Down! Tough! Close in!
Good enough.
Nice work.
Open fire! Don't let up!
I've got your cover
Shadow
fire.
Strike! Assault Hammer! Hoorah!
Wild
Now
Snake!
targeted letters down!
Lay down some cover fire!
I'll blast him wide open! Side Flash!
Move in and strike.
Early burn! Is that it?
Hope I didn't get in the way.
Yo,
Focus fire and don't let up!
I've got your cover fire. Trash talk.
Shadow strike!
Assault! Well, got him. Lay down some cover fire.
I'll blast him wide open! Side slash! Slit head! Not dying today! Infuriate! I can't move! Infuriate!
We should weaken them just to be safe.
Sliding slinger! Slit head!
Trash talk.
Shadow strike! With all you've got!
Fire carnival.
Always all around, so we stay quick with the guns and cannons. Standing as long as you can until we get all dolls up. Then call on that song.
This can't be good.
Engaging! Lay down some fire for him! Slit edge! Now pump a little lead while they're down! Side slash! Pendant destroyed! Move in and strike! I'll make them hurt! Use an aura! Get control of the battle! Infuriate!
Wow, smash!
Slide back into them. Move in and keep the rhythm going. Shadow strike.
Not like this.
Side slash.
Bring it down.
Upper hand.
Lay it.
Slide.
Fire carnival.
That was tough, but we pulled through.
Neutralized. Nice work.
Slit edge. Melee attack. Start off strong. Shadow strike.
Fire carnival.
Side slash.
Trash talk.
Scream edge. Flame grenade. Slide edge. Did that work? And move in and strike. Infuriate.
Wow, smash!
So nice. Move in and do some
I'll
damage.
make them hurt.
We need to keep our wounds here. I should heal up first. Shadow strike. Gold armor. Slide. Slinger.
Trash talk.
Slit edge.
Wow, smash!
We're stuck on a hole.
Fire carnival.
Side slash.
Sorry, I can't seem to get fired up.
Flame grenade.
Then call on
Early bird. Infuriate. Slide knife. Move in and do some damage. I'll make them hurt. I should move up first. Catch me up! Shadow Strike! Side Slash!
And it's death! Leave this to me!
Did that work? Move on, strike! Victory is ours.
I don't know why they even bothered.
Show me what you got.
They're off guard.
This will
Stagger
stagger
a
a
melee attack.
Wild Dance!
Sliding! Slinger! Recuperate!
Fire Carnival!
Slim Edge! Stuck nice. Move in and do some
I'll
damage.
make them hurt. Hoorah! Now pump them full of lead while they're down.
Flame
Wild
grenade! Upper hand.
Nice hit.
Now
Let's see
it's
another
my
one.
turn. Slide nice. Move in and do some damage.
This is wearing me down.
Crash Tuck!
Infurious!
Gonna make it.
Wild Edge!
Did that work? Then move in and strike.
Infurious!
Fire Carnival! Level up! I think my cooking got better.
Melee attack. Start off strong.
Watch me lay into it!
Shadow Strike!
Slide Fire Carnival!
Move in and do some damage.
Flame Grenade! I can't move!
Side Flash!
Slim Edge. Recuperate. Prepare
this
your
to me.
aura. Be ready for anything. Assault!
Wild Fist!
upper hand!
Wild dance! Well done! Lay down some cover fire!
Now we're stuck.
Fire carnival!
Infuriate!
Stand it as long as you can until we get all dolls up. Then call our dance off.
All that experience is paid off.
That's true on any planet.
Nothing.
You okay? We can do this. Get harder.
I'm in the zone. Come then. I'll fight alone.
Don't want it to.
Not inside today.
Dolls up. Then call
Damn
our
it.
dance off. We're gonna be
No.
dealing with lives messed up.
This should be fun.
You won't beat me.
Shadow strike!
Hit him again,
Side slash! Assault him! Yeah. You're on top right now!
Lay down some cover fire.
Infuriate! Strong armor! We need to keep our rear shield. I should heal up first. Slim edge! Side slash! Slide! Move in and do some damage. Shadow strike! Not dying! I have the high ground. Firing from above!
Cover fire. Come on. Hit harder.
Not even a distant land, we're stuck on a home.
How do they see us? Open fire! Don't let out
Shadow
strike!
cover fire.
Infuriate! Suck nice! Move in and do some damage!
hurt.
Slide!
Flame cloak.
Now pump
Appreciate
them full of lead while they're down. Slim edge!
Move it.
Flame grenade!
West.
Strong armor!
Thanks a bunch.
Side edge! Did that work? Then move in and strike. Now, infuriate! Slide nice! Move in and do some damage.
Stop it.
I'll make them hurt. Did that work? Then move in and strike.
Touch me
Upward
lightning.
hand! Recuperate! Prepare your aura! Be ready for incoming! This should top it over.
Flame cloak.
Appreciate it.
Stop it.
Slide! Assault hammer! Move in and keep the rhythm going. How do they see us? Engaging! Lay down some fire for me!
West down.
Slide! Splinter!
West.
Side grenade!
Fire carnival.
Swim edge!
Stop it. Flame cloak.
I owe you one.
Recuperate! Infuriate! Slide! Splinter! Suck nice! Move in and do some damage! Shadow strike!
I'll make them hurt.
Upper hand!
Stop it.
Flame grenade! Early bird! Infuriate! Swim blade! Splinter! Side slash!
Stop it. Scratch tough.
Strong armor! Swim
Damn. I knew we would have heard from them by now.
It was definitely fighting something. But this damage, it's not the usual claw or bite marks.
No signs of a team. If they were eaten, we'd know it. So did they walk away, or were they taken? Right. Either way, they couldn't have gotten very far. Let's keep looking.
Hold up, Elma. Check this out. I'm picking up an Earth-based IFF signal coming from that direction. It's Pathfinder.
That thing over there, maybe?
It doesn't look natural, does it?
No, it doesn't. It looks like trouble.
And look at this. I'm picking up readings for other life forms, too. Multiple signals, moving around inside the structure. Elma, you don't think...
I think you're right. Look at their movements. They're controlled, orderly. They're definitely not wild animals. Now the question is, are they native to Mira? Or are they visitors like us? And if so, from where?
You think it's one of the forces that destroyed Earth?
Let's not jump to any conclusions. It's a big universe out there. Of course, we shouldn't rule it out either.
Should we call this into HQ?
Yes, but not from here. If we're picking up their signals, they might be close enough to intercept ours.
You there! Drop your weapons!
Stay calm. We don't want to provoke them.
Earth aliens! Surrender! Now!
They know about Earth? You may have been right after all, Lynn.
What are you doing?
It's okay, Lynn. Just stand down. I'm not sure why, but somehow they're able to communicate with us.
Meaning?
Meaning we need to know if diplomacy is a viable option.
Roger that.
We come in peace, and we're willing to negotiate. If you have any Earth alien prisoners, we'd ask the conditions for their release. If you don't, we'll leave you in peace.
No negotiations. No conditions. We have our orders. All Earth aliens must die.
They're off guard. Stagger them with the melee.
Fire Carnival!
Assault hammer!
Slide!
I have the high ground. Firing from above.
Cover fire!
Prepare your aura. Be ready for anything. Side flex. Now, melee attack. I'll make them hurt. Nice burn. Let's see another. Infuriate! Fire! Flinger! Infuriate! That protected him. Move in and keep the rhythm going. So nice! Blend in and do some damage.
Not finished.
Trash talk!
Slide! Flinger! Flame grenade! Nice! Move in and do some damage. Chrome armor!
Thanks a bunch!
Side flash! Assault thermal Hoorah! Now pump them full of lead while they're down. Upper hand! Shadow strike! Slide! Flinger! Infuriate!
My cookie duck. So much for the diplomatic approach. What's the deal with wanting us all dead anyway?
Yeah, I wonder. They did mention they were following orders. Maybe someone higher up their chain of command would be willing to negotiate.
Very good.
Lynn, can you give us an approximate location for that IFF signal?
Let's see. Seems to be originating from that building over there.
Then we'd better get moving. There's no time to lose.
How did they see us? Open fire and don't let up! Target in sight! Shadow strike!
Repeat fire, Carnival!
I'll make them hurt!
Hit him again for me!
Flame grenade! Scream edge!
Wow!
Does that work? Then move it instead! Stop nice! Move in and do some damage! Yeah? Upper! You'll want in trouble, food! Heal me! Not nice hit! Let's see another one. This is the last.
Hit him again for me!
Flip edge!
Sorry, I can't seem to get fired up.
Not dying today!
Leave this to me!
Not like this. Sorry for the trouble.
We can do this then!
I'll fight alone.
I don't want it to end. Please.
Damn it. No peace, looking at the sky, trouble's always all around, so we stay quick with the guns and cannons. Standing as long as you can until we get off.
Didn't have to be like this.
Engaging! Lay down some fire for me! Is that it?
Let's keep it up. They've seen us.
Open shadow!
I've got your cover fire.
Slide! Splinter!
Trash talk.
Now! Melee attack! Side slash! I'll make them hurt!
Wow, man.
Flame grenade! Recuperate! Chrome armor! Early bird!
Let me catch myself.
Catch me up! That's it! Move in and keep the rhythm going! Shadow strike!
Nice.
Move in and do some damage! Upper hand!
What to lay into it? Trash talk.
Side slash!
Fire carnival.
Swing edge! Doing it! Concentrate your melee attack! My turn! Sliding splinter!
You guys, take it from
Not like this. Easy now. Slow and
Engaging.
steady.
Lay down some fire for me.
I've got your cover fire.
Flame grenade! Slide! Splinter!
Trash talk.
Side slash!
Wow, man.
Swing edge! Assault hammer! Early bird! Chrome armor! Appreciate it.
I owe you one.
Harder! Slide! Splinter!
This is where you
Swing
go.
edge!
I'm not gonna.
Nice. Move in and do some damage.
Flame grenade! Shadow strike!
Sorry.
Wow, man.
Avenge me.
Fire carnival.
With all you got.
With the guns and cannons, standing as long as we can until we get all dolls up. Then call our bets off, we'll blow the guitar, dealing with lives best.
They've seen us.
Engaging. Lay down some fire
I've
for
got
me.
your cover fire.
Slide! Splinter! Assault
Wow,
hammer!
man.
Now pump them full of lead while they're down. Side slash! Infuriate! Flame grenade!
Flame flow.
Appreciated. Swing edge! Slide!
Move in and do some damage.
Trash talk.
Side slash! Shadow strike! Upper hand!
Stop it.
see this every day. Infuriate! Slim edge! Recuperate! Side flash!
Wow! Stop it! Blade blow!
Thanks. Appreciated. Let's go.
Let's see what you've got.
Flame grenade! Shadow strike!
Nice. Move in and do some damage.
I'll make him hurt. Hoorah!
Wow!
Now pump him full of lead.
That's presented. Move in and keep the rhythm going.
Infuriate! Slim edge! Side flash! Flame grenade!
Move in and keep the rhythm going. We got him. Let's move. Be like this. Move in and keep the rhythm going.
and keep pushing. Furious!
Not out.
Side slash! Not dying today! Shadow strike!
Follow me.
Now, melee attacks!
With all you've got! Easy now. Slow and steady.
He won't beat me. Wow.
Shadow strike!
Fire Carnival.
Side slash!
Slide.
Splinter! Flame grenade! Scream edge! Assault hammer! Slam edge! Did that work? Then move in and strike! Upper hand! Side slash! Slide! Splinter! Shadow strike!
Wild down. Topple. Close in.
Early burn!
I'll make them hurt.
Did that work? Move in and strike!
Trash talk.
Side slash! Move in and do some damage!
Iron prison.
Slam
Fire
edge!
Carnival.
Primer!
Defend yourself from experience.
Neutralize.
It's true on
Nice
any
work.
planet.
Let's go.
Let's see what you've got.
Trash slide.
Move in
I'll
and do
make
some
'em
damage!
hurt.
Did that work?
Wow.
Move in and it's my turn!
Now pump them full of lead.
Scream edge!
Finished yet?
Side slash! Slam edge!
Did that work? Then move in and strike.
Move in and do some damage!
I'll make them hurt.
Side slash! Upper hand! Throw armor! Shadow strike!
Get your adrenaline
make them hurt. Good enough.
Hope I didn't get in the way.
Scatter 'em.
Let's see what you've got.
Shadow strike. Assault. Splinter. Flame grenade. Did that work? Then move in and strike. Chrome armor.
Thanks!
Recuperate. Infuriate. Early burn. Swing edge. Slide. Shadow strike. Now, melee attacks. Flame grenade.
Upper hand.
Is that it?
My
Nice
cooking got
work.
better.
It didn't have to be like this.